Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm just going to get straight into it. I'm going in with the Garnier Micellar Water just all over the face to ensure it's all nice and clean before priming. And for primer I use the Too Faced Hangover Primer and just put it all over her face. For brows, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Brow Palette. I'm taking the shades in Soft Brown and just using that to fill in her brows. Then I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light and just using that to define the brows. Then just taking the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade Blonde and just running that through her brows just to set them in place. Then spraying her face with the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime spray, and then for foundation I'm going in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay and mixing it with the Iconic London Liquid Highlighter. The colour of the foundation I used was Tan Sand, so I'm just dotting that all over her face and then blending it all in with a damp beauty blender. Then taking the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Light and using that underneath her eyes to conceal and highlight. Then I go ahead to putting it on her chin, Cupid's bow down the bridge of her nose, on her forehead, and then a little bit around her nose as well. Then taking the Iconic London Liquid Illuminator again, and I'm just popping that on the high points of her cheekbones, just because I wanted a really dewy base, because I haven't really done a dewy base sort of type tutorial on my channel yet. So yeah, I'm just placing that on the highest points of her cheekbones, and then I go ahead to place it on her Cupid's bow, on the tip of her nose, a little bit on her chin, and then above and below her eyebrows. Then taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring kit, I'm taking the banana shade and I'm using that underneath her eyes to set the concealer. Then using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, I'm taking the shade Sandalwood, which is a perfect transition color, and using that in her crease. Then taking the shade Henna and using that also in her crease just to deepen it up a little bit. Then I'm taking the shade Cocoa and really focusing that on the outer corners of the eyes. Then taking the rose gold foiled eyeshadow, not gonna lie, it didn't really come out as nicely pigmented on the brush, so I had to use my finger, and it was so awkward because I have really long nails. So yeah, I'm just mainly just patting it on with my finger, and then I go in with a brush to even it out a little bit. Then I'm taking Moon Dust out of the palette and placing that on her inner corners. Then I'm taking Black Truffle, which is just a matte black eyeshadow, and also using that on the outer corners to deepen it up a little bit. Then for liner, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Waterproof Cream color in the shade Jet, which is just a black, and just using that to line the top of her eyes. Then I'm just taking some translucent powder on an angled wedge and just using that to kind of make the eyeshadow a little bit more crisp. And then I'm taking the Benefit They're Real mascara on a disposable mascara wand and coating her lashes before falsies. Then I'm just popping on some Model Rock lashes. They're not usually a style that I would typically use on clients, but I think it really complemented her eyeshadow. I can't remember what the style number was, but I'll definitely find out and leave it listed down below for you guys. So I'm just applying them straight on top. Then taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Medium Tan and just using that to set the rest of her foundation. Then to bronze, I'm taking the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer and using that to bronze up her face. I really wanted to do a dewy, bronzy look, so I added quite a bit, and I really love how it turned out. So yeah, I'm just using an angled brush by Spectrum and just applying that in the hollows of her cheekbones and around her jaw. Then I take the Anastasia contour kit and just mixing those two bottom shades to lightly contour as well. Then taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just using that to bake underneath where we just bronze, just on the same beauty blender as before. For blush, I'm taking the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso and just placing that on her cheeks. Then I'm taking the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop and placing that in the same places we place the liquid illuminator, so on the highest points of her cheekbones, above her brows, Cupid's bow, and tip of her nose. And then finishing off the eyes, I'm taking henna and Scandalwood and running that underneath her lower lash line. And then to darken it up, I'm taking Cocoa and Black Truffle and just really pressing that into her lower lash line and then blending it out with a fluffier brush. Then to line her lips, I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Share Lip Liner and obviously lining her lips. Then for lipstick, I'm taking the Smashbox Cosmetics Be Legendary lipstick in the shade Safe Word and using that to fill it in. I'm obsessed with this nude color and the formula of these are amazing. They're a matte finish, but they're not too drying. So yeah, I'm loving these at the moment. So just placing that all over her lips. Then on top, I'm just taking this MAC lip gloss. It's actually a plush glass, whatever that means, and just popping that on top. And then to finish the look and set the face, I'm just taking the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and that is the look done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I think she looks absolutely stunning as always. I know you guys love when I use her as my model on my channel, and let me know in the comments below what you would like to see next, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!